Yeah, 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 da, 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 da.
So I just went out and checked on the chickens because I didn't want them to sleep on eggs. And there were 3 eggs. I saw 2 very quickly, and then I saw this one. Thumbnail for scale. Is there a white in this egg or is it all yolk?
It's very cute. It's probably Bach's first egg.
Could be, yeah.
Look at that. It's so teeny. That's a Renna-sized egg right there.
So I came down to get some chicken for dinner and thaw it, and I turn around and I pee a little bit because I see this big black thing crawling across the floor. It's probably eating the crickets that keep getting in our basement door. He's staying very, very still.
Yeah, salamander.
Okay, so story time. If you've ever raised chickens, you know that by and large, they are helpless creatures. We were blessed with a especially helpless and pathetic chicken, Hilary Fluff. She is our special chicken. She is blind, or very vision impaired. We're not totally sure which. Obviously, blind humans are not helpless or pathetic, but a blind chicken is a sad sight. We're not sure exactly when during the course of her life she became blind. She wasn't when she was a chick that we're aware of. She didn't seem like she was, so I don't know. Yeah, we don't know when that happened or how that happened. None of the other chickens have had any issues. So this is Hilary, right here up front. Hi, Hilary. We could kind of tell she was blind from the way she would move her head, like she's trying to get a good angle to see you, but can't ever quite get a good angle. I've seen her walk into this fence before, just face first into the fence. We let our chickens free range for a couple of hours every evening. Travis will open the door and let them wander around the yard. Hilary mostly will hang out like in the run. Even when this door is open, she'll just sort of chill in here while all the other chickens go out and do their thing in the yard. Lately, she has been adventuring out. Like once or twice we found her in like across the street, which is a little bit scary. Not that we have a ton of traffic on our road, but or she would just like wander off like on our property. Not far, but just like, you know, a little bit too far for comfort, considering the fact that she can't like see where to go to get herself back. But it's never really been an issue. One time she did end up like 2 houses down, and the neighbors like brought her back, which is a little embarrassing. They just like scooped her up and like walked her back down here. But we thought that that was because Travis was cleaning the coop at that time, and she can't see what he's doing, so I think all the loud noises and stuff right in her space kind of startled her, and so she was a little thrown off that whole day. She wandered a little bit further than she normally does that one time, and we're like, okay, that'll never happen again. That was just a one-off thing. Fast forward to earlier this week, Travis lets them out like he normally does in the evening. They always find their own way back into the coop when they wander. Travis goes to close the coop up at night. Where's Hilary? She's just not there. So he does like a quick lap around the yard, can't find her, comes inside and tells me, and me of course, like, I will not sleep until we find this chicken. So we get like our flashlights and we're wandering around the yard. Of course at this point it's like completely black outside. So we're wandering around with flashlights like all over our property, like looking under bushes and like up in the trees, and we're like just thinking we're gonna find her cuddled up somewhere for the night, like roosting maybe. So we look everywhere we can think of, and we're, you know, calling to her, and she's like not coming. So eventually we give up that night. We're like, okay, we're not gonna find her. It's too dark. We'll look again tomorrow. Go to bed. The next day, pouring rain, just rains like the entire day. Travis looked up on the camera and found footage of when she had wandered off, and saw that she went that way, out like toward that side of our property. I of course am like sick with worry about this chicken like lost in the woods somewhere. That's where I just like started walking off that way, off into the woods with my raincoat. Like, so I spent like, I don't know, at least half an hour the next morning looking for her. I was just like soaked by the time I was done. Nothing. So eventually gave up. Had to go to work. We were crossing our fingers that by the end of the day it would have stopped raining, so that we could go look for her again one more time before dark. It did stop briefly raining, so we were able to do that. Strapped Renna into the carrier, and again we're like hiking off through the woods looking for this chicken. Kind of a silly sight. We spent at least 45 minutes that night looking for her. And it was starting to get dark. It was Renna's bedtime. We're like, I don't think we're gonna find her. Like at this point, it was 24 hours that she was missing at this point. She could be, you know, a mile away. And we didn't know if she was on someone else's property where we, you know, can't really go wandering off looking for her. We didn't know if maybe an animal had caught her in the night, which is really sad. Yeah, we were just like really sad about it. Didn't want to film anything about it as it was happening because honestly we didn't think that story was going to have a happy ending. And also it felt like we were going to jinx it somehow to film about it. I don't know why. I just had that thought in my head that like if I turn it into like a story for the vlog, like we're never going to find her. So finally, after 45 minutes, we were essentially giving up. I didn't tell Travis this, but I was still gonna try to convince him one more time the next day to go out looking again, even though it seemed pretty hopeless at that point. But calling it quits for that day, on our way back to the house, walking along the road on our neighbor's property, we had given up at this point. We were not planning on finding this chicken. So there's this little 2-track. This is our neighbor's property, so we weren't gonna go walking out here. But we just thought we'd poke our head over this fence and just see what we saw. Like this little trail that kind of goes down the power line here. So Travis is clicking, calling to her, and running up this trail at a dead sprint comes our chicken. She's just like popped out of the weeds and comes like running up. And I think that's when we just like looked at each other like, that's our chicken, like just total disbelief, because at that point, yeah, we did not think we were ever going to see her again.
Get the rat over here.
This is the appearance of a chicken who's been on a grand adventure. We will tell you all about it, but right now I'm gonna hop this fence. I'm gonna hop this fence and get our chicken.
She's almost here. She's been gone for 24 hours in the wilderness here. And a thunderstorm today.
It literally was pouring rain
Like,
all day.
Dog hiding under the desk from thunder. And she's just been...
Hey, girl.
She can get under this.
Okay. Come here, Hill.
Let her get stuck in there. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, you sweet soggy bird.
That is a soggy bird.
Oh, Hill. Don't worry, lady. We'll take you in and get you warmed up, okay? Take you back to your sisters. You can tell them all about your grand adventure. I've never been so happy, probably, to get her back after we thought we lost her. We've been spoiling her a little bit ever since then. And Hilary's back safe and sound with her chicken sisters. Doing just fine. Eventually dried off and warmed up. Didn't you, Hill? Recovering nicely from that scare. So anyway, we now have a newfound appreciation for our Hilary Fluff.
Yeah, we almost lost her.
We almost lost our chicken. So we're looking into chicken GPS options. Maybe put a little GPS bracelet on her.
An air tag.
An air tag. One of our friends suggested we get her a little bell to wear around her ankle.
I feel like if she had that on her while she was lost, though, she would have gotten eaten by something. Yeah.
Maybe. But then we could
It's
have...
the dinner bell.
We could have found her, though. If we were looking at night. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows, really, what could have happened. But I do like the idea of a GPS.
It'd be kind of fun, but also I'd rather just not lose her again.
Yeah, I don't want to lose her again either. But I would like a plan B, just in case something happens. I don't know.
How much are we going to spend on our chicken?
What is the price of love, Travis?